Hello peasants and noble ones, I'm Charlemagne.
And I'm Otto the Great. We are the co-founders of the Holy Roman Empire. A few days ago, I was a guest on the Late History show where I said this.
Because many people believe that you were among the best Holy Roman emperors ever lived. Do you feel you are one of the best?
I think I did what I had to do to transform my kingdom into a powerful empire. My work speaks for me. I believe that I was the best emperor of the Holy Roman Empire, at least for the Middle Ages. I created the whole thing. Some emperors who were watching the program started arguing who was the best Holy Roman Emperor among them.
So, we decided to give them a chance to prove their point in a public stand-up contest. Me and Otto will be the judges, and here are our contestants.
Friedrich III von Habsburg, Maximilian von Habsburg, Karl IV von Luxembourg, and last but not least, Friedrich Barbarossa Hohenstaufen.
Wait, why is Otto the judge? He should be here competing with us.
Because he is the best Holy Roman Emperor of the Middle Ages, he took up my heritage and created the whole thing. He turned a kingdom into an empire. He is the co-founder of the HRE, so he deserves to be the judge next to me. But one of you can come close to him, to the second place.
Guys, if me and Karl are both called the Great, and you are not, there must be a reason.
I think the public in the comments would love to say something about this statement.
Enough guys, it's time for the contest. Present yourself to our public, let's go in chronological order.
I'm Friedrich Barbarossa, ruler of HRE from 1152 to 1190. I reformed the legislation of the empire by introducing a codex of Roman laws, and I tried to increase the power of the emperor over his domains. I expanded the empire in the north and took part in 2 crusades. I was a good general, a good reformer and administrator. Oh, the term Holy Roman Empire was first used during my reign.
What about that time you had to give political and economic autonomy to all the Italian domains, after you lost a battle against the citizens of Milan?
I don't want to talk about that.
I'm Karel IV von Luxembourg, one of the most beloved kings of Bohemia, and I was also Holy Roman Emperor from 1346 until 1378. I transformed my birthplace, Prague, into the capital of the HRE, and Bohemia lived his golden age under my rulership. My reign as emperor was a stable one. I made some reforms, the most important one being the Golden Bull, a document that regulated the election of the emperor. I was a good emperor overall, and the love of the Bohemians speaks for me.
I'm Frederick III von Habsburg, the longest reigning ruler of the HRE. 53 long years, from 1440 to 1493, without going mad or making dumb decisions. Just for that I should win this contest. I was a good administrator and secured new territories through marriages and alliances. If the Habsburgs became so powerful, it was partly thanks to my long-term work.
I'm Maximilian von Habsburg, his son. Since I was young, I helped him in the ruling of the empire until I eventually became ruler of the HRE from 1493 to 1519. I was an active ruler and reformer, both on the battlefield and in the political sphere. The Habsburg Empire grew even more under my rule, although not all the wars I fought were successful.
Now that we know something about our contestants, 2 of you will go through to the final round. One will be chosen by me and one by Otto.
Convince us with a final statement, guys.
I was simply the best emperor in both internal and external politics, on the battlefield and as an administrator. It is not common for a ruler to be good in all these aspects. I brought the HRE to new heights of power with my charismatic personality.
The love of the Bohemian people speaks for me. I brought peace and stability in Prague and in the whole empire. If my 2 opponents were elected, it was thanks to my most important reform, the Golden Bull, which finally regulated the election of the emperor.
Maybe I was not a great reformer or conqueror, but my long reign was a stable one, and my long-term work paid off under my successors. More than 50 years of ruling a great empire, with all the difficulties, without going mad or making very dumb decisions. I think that is enough to win.
Unlike my father, I was an active ruler with a strong personality. I made some important constitutional and administrative reforms. I massively extended the Habsburg domains through marriages. I was a little unlucky in my wars, but at least I didn't lose Vienna, right, father?
I was facing none other than Matthias Corvinus, one of the best generals of the Middle Ages and one of the greatest kings of Hungary. You went bankrupt fighting the Venetians.
Guys, please leave your problems out of the stage. Now we are going to decide who will go to the final. Give us a few minutes to decide.
Few moments later.
So, it is clear that each of you left an important imprint on the history of the HRE. It was not easy, but we decided. But 2 of you didn't do enough. Max, you are out. Your reforms were important, but going bankrupt because of wars is not okay.
The other one leaving the stage is Fred III. Your 50-year-long and mostly stable reign is impressive, but the war with Hungary was a bad idea. The problem with both is that you acted more in the interests of your family than that of the empire. But you two were both good emperors.
Now we are left with you two. Both of you were good administrators, bringing peace and stability to the kingdom during your reigns. And both of you left a stable empire to your successor. Both of your misfortunes were trying to impose imperial power in Italy.
You are both respected in your respective nations. Karel made a very important reform for the history of the empire. Instead, Fred was a good in most every aspect of the art of rulership, which is not common. Time to vote. As far as I am concerned, I vote for Friedrich.
I disagree with you, I vote for Karel.
I didn't see that coming.
Really?
No, I am obviously ironic.
So, we need a third judge.
I have an idea. Let's call all the Holy Roman emperors from the Middle Ages, and they will vote.
One eternity later.
We have the results of the voting, and the best Holy Roman emperor, after myself, is Friedrich Barbarossa.
Thanks to everyone who voted for me. I knew that all my work would pay off.
That all, folks. Thanks for watching, and write in the comments section who is for you, the best Holy Roman Emperor of the Middle Ages.
I like this format, Octavianus. We should do something similar.